Hey guys, so I want to talk to you today about something called DPDR, which is depersonalization and derealization disorder. I had never heard of this until it happened to me. When my therapist told me that that's what I had, I went on YouTube because that's the type of person that I am. If I'm going to get a procedure done, I go on YouTube to see what to expect. I like to research stuff. So I went on YouTube and I was looking at people and what their symptoms were, and I thought, oh my God, I'm not losing my mind. This is something real. This is something that people go through. Um, so that was a huge sigh of relief. Um, a lot of different people explain it differently because it's different for everyone, and there's no one thing or one reason that causes it. I've heard that people get it after the COVID vaccine. People have gotten it after they had their first baby. People got it after an accident. There's different reasons why somebody would get it. I don't know why I got it. There was a point when I tried to stop drinking, and I think I went cold turkey for about 30 days. And after those 30 days is when the episode started. So for me, my experience has been that it kind of feels like an out of body experience. You feel like you're not really here, like you're out of your senses. I feel like I'm high. I don't get high, I don't do drugs, but same feeling when you're tipsy and you're close to that drunk feeling where you're here, you're aware of yourself, but you're not in all your five senses. Like you can't function, you can't articulate stuff, you can't coordinate and focus. You wouldn't try to be at work while you're drunk because that's not gonna work out well. Same thing is that type of feeling. Um, I've tried different medications and they haven't worked. I don't know if it has worked for some people, but I've tried Abilify, I've tried hydroxyzine, um, I tried Cymbalta. I didn't really like Cymbalta because it really made me dizzy. I had really bad side effects from that medication, so I actually didn't use that one for very long. But the other ones, I don't remember what other ones I've tried, but they didn't work. And it's a scary feeling, you think about the future, you think about your job, you think about if it's going to go away, if it's going to get worse, how long it's going to last. I've been dealing with this for 2.5 years now. Um, so I don't know, it's a scary feeling to not know what's going to happen in your future. And I've heard some people say that it can get worse, and there's a different type of DPDR where you don't recognize your family, you don't recognize your friends, and that's scary. I hope that it's not something progressive like that. Um, but yeah, so that's my experience, and that's how I feel when I'm having an episode. And it's weird because you feel it coming on. You feel it. You feel this pressure in your head. It's pressure like in your nose area, like sinus. Um, and it just hits you, like a ton of bricks. And it's there, and it lasts for anywhere from 4 to 8, 12 hours, and it can be consecutive days. Um, in the last month of April, I missed 11 work days because of it. Um, and in the beginning, when it first started, it was worse. I think I had 12, 14, 15 consecutive days where I would wake up and I just felt out of it. I've also heard that some people don't like to go to sleep when they have it because they feel like they fear that they're not going to wake up. For me, I love to sleep. That's my guilty pleasure. I love dreaming. And because I'm already out of my head, I feel that if I'm actually asleep, then I'm dreaming and I'm in that slumber state. So I like it. And sometimes when I wake up, I feel better. Not always, it doesn't always work, but sometimes when I wake up, like my episode is gone. So you're going to figure out what works for you. But please, please, please advocate for yourself. This is not something like me breaking my leg and the doctor looking at the x-rays and knowing what they have to do. It's not black and white. It's so gray. So if you're feeling weird, if you're feeling like that, where you're out of it, you have a foggy brain, your vision is blurred, you just don't feel right, make sure that you talk to somebody. You talk to your primary care doctor, have them refer you to a psychiatrist, to a therapist, because we need to advocate for ourselves. And, I just hope this video helps somebody. Again, I was doing a lot of research and trying to find out things to make my life better. it's definitely something that has had me depressed with a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress. But I have heard that you can get better from it. So I'm praying and hoping that that happens one day soon. So take care, y'all.